boys and girls. Today for math, we're going to read the book Sort It Out. That's the title of the book. That sounds like such a great title. It's written by Barbara Miraconda. She's the author. So the author is the person who writes the words. And it's illustrated by Sherry Rogers. The illustrator is the person who makes the pictures. So again, the author, Barbara Miraconda, wrote all the words, and then Sherry Rogers made all these wonderful pictures. So we're going to look at this book called Sort It Out. Pack Rat collected a whole bag of stuff. His mother said, "Packy, enough is enough. Empty that stuff you've collected today, then sort it all out and put it away." A turtle, a locket, a marble, a book, an acorn, a needle are all things that he took. An egg, an umbrella, a brush, and some thread are just some of the things he spilled out onto his bed. A kettle, a pine cone, some yarn, and a clover are more of the things that Packy had to look over. A string bean and cherry were in his collection, with pieces of sandpaper for his inspection. But before he could put all these treasures away, he grouped them with things that they are alike in some way. He sorted them this way, and then he looked them all over and sorted again. The turtle, the clover, the skinny string bean, he placed in a pile made of things that are green. The turtle, the egg, the acorn that fell, these are all things with a hard outer shell. The acorn, the pine cone, the cherry, you see, all of these things can be plucked from a tree. The cherry, the marble, the yarn, tightly wound, these are all examples of things that are round. The yarn, the needle, and thread are, all things that we use when we knit, stitch, or sew. The needle, the locket, the dented tin kettle, all these things have been made out of metal. The locket, umbrella, and book that he chose, these are all things you can open and close. The sandpaper, pine cone, and brush, sure enough, are all some things that feel scratchy and rough. Still, as he sat in his room full of clutter, shaking his head, Packy started to mutter. He scratched at his head and said, "I've been thinking, why does it seem like my collection is shrinking?" My kettle is missing, my umbrella and book, the egg and the cherry, my yarn. Mom, come look! She shrugged as she shoved all his stuff in a heap. All of this stuff is intended to keep? But then, how surprising, when his mother was through, they discovered his red checkered bag was gone too. Uh-oh, what happened to it? I think we found it. That was the end. So somebody took all of his things. But we're going to talk about this for math because Packy the mouse was doing something really special with his collection. So now we're going to talk about this as a group. Bye. I hope you enjoyed the book.